Desmond Sharp back with Madden NFL 19. We have another user game for you because we've already begun week 8 of the NFL season. If you have not seen the first user game yet, make sure to go check that out because it was the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This user game is the Ravens taking on the Panthers. Then after that is the Packers and the Rams. The Rams streak is still alive. Same thing for San Francisco. They just got a tie on their record. So anyways, let's just get on the way with it. Ravens, Panthers, who's taking it? We are going to find out right now. Here we go.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Baltimore Ravens and their dynamic rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson take on Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field.
There goes Cam Newton.
Fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
Ken John Barner, he's gonna get the kickoff as Carolina, the home team's gonna get the football first. So Justin Tucker set to receive. And we continue week 8 of the NFL season. And this will not be returned. It will be a touchback. Here comes Cam Newton.
They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Yeah, he threw 4 interceptions last game against the Eagles. First and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Look at this! Christian McCaffrey turning on the Jets on the first play. 35 yards.
Good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Now nobody leaked. Big play.
First and 10. Here's Anderson.
And the lane closes up quickly.
And he only gets, I think, 2 on the carry. And he gained 3. Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Carolina's offense.
And Christian McCaffrey, one of my favorite players in the 2017 draft, he didn't disappoint. Had 80 catches as a rookie. Look for him to be more actively involved in the running game in 2018. Yes, he can run between the tackles.
Second and 7. Here's McCaffrey. He's met at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 coming up.
And they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
3rd and 8 for Cam Newton.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he throws wide open. No, it's not wide open, but it's incomplete.
Contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
So 4th down, the punt team onto the field for Carolina.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And it will hit the back of the end zone, and this will result in a touchback.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
Jackson on 1st down.
Jackson fires, and the pass is caught.
Mark Andrews. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
10 yards already in a 1st down.
But with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
1st and 10.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
He fires, and it's caught to Hurst.
He pulls it in. And now running right through it.
And he'll be out of bounds to the 28-yard line.
42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this.
Did you see what Hurst was doing? He was running in front of the defender. Look at this. He was running in front of the defender, and the defender didn't even tackle him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st
Jackson
down.
fires, and it's caught to Brown. And he will take this one in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Justin
Tucker for the extra point. And it is up and good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Ravens now lead us 7-0.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out.
Tucker to kick it away. And Moore won't return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Yeah, they somehow punted at the 38-yard line, and they should have just went for the field goal attempt.
7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
1st and 10.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving.
McCaffrey.
Don't want to get behind the sticks because then.
And down he goes to the 32-yard line. Gain of 7 yards and a 2nd down and 3 coming up.
Set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3, and Newton will lose yards.
As he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know.
Newton to throw. He fires, and McCaffrey makes the grab. But he will not get to the first down marker, and he is stopped.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the punt team coming back on for Carolina. Carolina's not doing so well to start the game. Willie Snead. And he is stopped at the 32-yard line.
But that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves.
1st and 10, here's Alex Collins.
It's Alex Collins. The numbers for Collins.
Gain 6 on the carry, and a 2nd down.
77 yards and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly.
2nd and 4. Alex Collins.
15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be...
And 1, now 3rd and 3.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now let's go. 3-19.
3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Throws wide open receiver.
John Brown. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. He fires deep. And Crabtree makes the grab.
And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15.
Can somebody tell me this? How didn't Bradbury go for that? How didn't Bradbury go for that ball? How did he not go for that? Like, he was right there. That would have been intercepted. But that's it for the first quarter here in Charlotte. Ravens 7 and the Panthers nothing. Back to Carolina after this.
We will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. It's the Ravens out in front. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who
back here in Charlotte.
And they're on the move here. They've got it.
The Ravens with the football, and they're leading.
So how about this?
They're in the red zone right now, though.
Play inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he only gets 6 yards on the run. Now it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
We're 2nd and 4. Here's Alex Collins. And And down he goes to the 1 yard line. He almost got in.
5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now it's 1st and goal for Baltimore.
The run pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Jackson. And Michael Crabtree makes the grab. Touchdown, Ravens.
Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. On those slants,
Carolina's coach cannot believe what he's seeing right now. He does not want his Panthers to go to a 2-game losing streak as Tucker nails the extra point. And Ravens now lead 14-0.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's
Cam Newton needs to get back on track now because his team does not want to go to a 2-game losing streak.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner.
Bartner on the return.
And
a nice return by him down to the 30. 24 yards.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter.
Now Cam Newton and his offense coming on the field now. They're down double digits, looking to get some on the board. 1st and 10. Newton fires. And Olsen makes the catch. 7 yards on the catch and throw. And now it's 2nd and 3.
Because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space?
Newton on 2nd and 3. He fires. And Greg Olsen makes the grab. And all the way down to the 39-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards.
He gained 24 on the run.
The size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys.
Here's Newton to throw.
Somehow came back to
he fires left side, and Olsen makes the grab. All the way down to the 6-yard line.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
34 yards.
Can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get down.
1st and 10, Newton. Newton breaking tackles.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard.
He only gets a yard, I think a yard or 2, and now it's 2nd down.
To dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Newton to throw. Newton's trying to run on the left side. And he will be taken down.
For a sack, tried to get away but could not. Terrell Suggs able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been
no wonder they're struggling right now.
Sacks in their last game, just gave up another one right there.
Newton to throw on 3rd and goal.
Exactly. It's like that
Newton breaking a tackle, and he will take this one in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run.
And Graham Gano's extra point is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Now it's 14-7.
Took 6 plays. And Cam able to take it.
Lamar's talking to his team on the sideline there, as his Ravens are finna get the football back. And this one will not be returned. It will be a touchback.
As it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Here comes Baltimore.
Let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Let's go. Blue line it.
First and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He throws, and it's caught by Brown.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson.
Jackson to throw. He throws it deep. And that one is intercepted.
It's intercepted.
Deshaun Stoudemire with the interception.
Oh, now he bowls him over.
Deshaun Stoudemire trying to take it back. He's gonna take this one back. Touchdown Panthers.
Panther touchdown.
Deshaun Stoudemire. His second interception of the year. And we head to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
Back here in Carolina, after the Panthers got the pick 6 before the 2-minute warning, they tie the game at 14 apiece.
We got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this one won't be returned as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now
here comes Lamar Jackson.
The pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
yeah, they should forget about the pick 6 they threw.
Like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that
here's Jackson,
paramount,
and he will find Allen.
To those defensive backs for the formal deep.
Only gained 3 yards on the screen, and now it's 2nd and 7.
Emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big
2nd
game.
and 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
He fires it deep, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
Here's Alex Collins on 3rd down. And he will have the first down to the 39.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot.
Jackson, he fires it deep. And it's intercepted again. Deshaun Stoudemire, his 2nd of the game.
At the 21-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and sometimes
Lamar Jackson has now thrown 2 interceptions in this game, and both of them to Deshaun Stoudemire. Here's Newton to throw, and it's caught. And down he goes to the 43-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out.
Here's Newton to throw. And wide open is Moore. And he gets out of bounds. Smart thing to the 19.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's Newton to throw. And wide open is Smith. Touchdown Panthers.
Touchdown Carolina. Torrey Smith in the final seconds of the first first half. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get
And
to the
Tucker
locker room
nails the extra
with the
point,
lead
and
that
now
they
Carolina
also have.
leads it
Gano out to
with
kick this
9
one
seconds
away.
to go here in the second quarter. And this one won't be returned as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Baltimore's offense back on the field. And they hope they're going to remember that interception they threw on the last drive, which led to 6 points on the other side. Now here's Jackson on first down. He throws. And Crabtree makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds to the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
So guys, this is going to be the last play of this first half.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Jackson will fire. And it's intercepted. That's Deshaun Stoudemire, his 3rd of the game.
And a big turnover there.
And that's it for the first half. Panthers lead 21-14.
With the Panthers out on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with a bit of a rare matchup. Tampa Bay on the road in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Andy Dalton with 2 touchdown passes there. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And as you see, they are currently all tied with the visiting Redskins. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back to Charlotte, North Carolina, here in Carolina. It's the Panthers with the lead as we start the second half. What a game for Deshaun Stoudemire, with already 3 interceptions thrown by Jackson, and all 3 were to Deshaun Stoudemire. And the Ravens will start their possession at the 31.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Here's Allen on first down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose.
He sure did go nowhere to the 29.
It's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down,
Jackson will fire. And it's caught to Hurst. And Allen Hurst is still going.
He's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that
He was not afraid of going deep that time.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong,
Jackson will throw.
You still carry that
and Jackson in trouble. Oh, and he fumbles!
And the Panthers have recovered.
After 3 interceptions, they fumble in the red zone.
They're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
And Newton will fire deep. And it's caught. Torrey Smith.
Panthers, 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice
Ravens had a 14-0 lead. And Carolina said, we had enough. Here's Newton on first down. And it's caught to Funches. And he will take this one in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Devin Funches with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Always important to
And Graham Gano's kick is good on the extra point. And now Carolina leads by 14.
About the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not.
Here's Willie Snead on the return. And down he goes to the 28-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean,
Jackson will fire. And Brown makes the grab. And he will take this one in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
John Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback.
And Justin Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens now are down 7 points.
What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents, and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really
And he will not return this one as a Studienzo for a touchback.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Here comes Cam Newton. He has definitely been on a roll. No interceptions thrown. He realized that he can't throw one in this game.
On 1st and 10,
Newton. And it's caught. Greg Olsen.
The tight end Olsen, right side. A very solid gain of 27.
This crowd in Carolina is excited.
We get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here's Newton to throw.
Newton to throw.
And Olsen makes the grab a second time.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
Newton will throw on first down. He fires downfield, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers.
Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
And Graham Gano's extra point is good.
We're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really?
And Gano set the kick. Willie Snead will return it from the 4 or the 5 yard line. And down he goes to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on that one.
John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's getting.
Jackson will fire downfield. And that one is intercepted. It's Bradbury. He's still on his feet. And down he goes at the 35-yard line. This is insane for Lamar Jackson. Now 4 interceptions thrown in this game.
To react to it and pull in the interception.
Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think
First and 10 for Carolina. Newton. Uh-oh, he breaks 2 tackles. Cam Newton, he's gonna run for it. And he'll be taken down to the 19.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Oh my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Let NFL quarterbacks
Newton to throw.
He is truly the ultimate.
Oh, Cammy, he throws, and it's caught. Torrey Smith.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Newton.
Newton to throw, and he's sacked. C.J. Mosley.
C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line,
Newton to throw. And Newton's going to run for it. And down he goes to the 2-yard line.
Job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And Newton, he's trying to, and he's sacked.
Make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So now Carolina's going to go for an easy field goal. This is from 20 yards out.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
And this is good.
Right through. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too.
Graham Gano set the kick. Willie Snead back to receive.
Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went
And
through.
here's the return.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on
And
the
they
last
will
drive.
throw on 1st down. He fires left side.
And that is intercepted.
No, it's not intercepted yet, but it was incomplete.
He did not keep the feet in bounds apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
Jackson will fire deep. And another interception. Deshaun Stoudemire, his 4th in the game.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got...
And Newton is sacked on 1st down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes
And that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
It's 2nd and 20.
Carolina leads 38-21 over Baltimore. Bet to Carolina after this.
For this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
Back here in Charlotte.
Out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
So much happy fans in Carolina as their guys have a big lead to start the fourth quarter. Newton will throw. And Funches makes the grab.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now.
What a game for Cam Newton and his guys.
And another 1st and 10 here.
First and 10, here's Anderson.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Gain of 3, and now it's 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Newton to throw.
Newton now to throw.
And Newton, he's going to run for it right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Uh-oh, here goes the hide-and-go-seek thingy.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves.
Graham Gano for the PAT. And it is up and good, and the Panthers lead 45-21.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano out to kick this one away.
Baltimore's just getting destroyed. How many times have they been destroyed on the road?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling for...
Here's Jackson, and he's sacked.
And pulled down. K1 short. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like
here's 2nd and 22 for Jackson. He will fire. And another interception is Stoudemire. The 5th time.
Possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
1st and 10, McCaffrey. And he goes down to the 49.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 for Newton. And Newton, he will be sacked. I don't think he got sacked on that one. Yes, he did. I was just checking to make sure.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him?
Newton will throw.
Excellent downfield.
Steps away to his left.
And he's sacked once more.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And
this do not make no sense. 6 interceptions for him. 6.
Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely.
Like, I do not know what is going on with Jackson, but after his team beat the Saints, he just decided he want to keep throwing interceptions. He will throw. And another interception. Deshaun Stoudemire, his 6th of the game. That is 7 interceptions for him. For Jackson.
Just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is...
Oh my gosh. What is going on? He is being just like Phillip Rivers right now. Deshaun Stoudemire was waiting on that. And McCaffrey on 1st and 10 gets all the way to the 10.
It sets him up 1st and goal. Time for a break. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Yep, it has. Newton will throw. And he will run this one in the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
They just add to their totals. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap.
And Graham Gano's kick is good.
I agree with you totally.
This don't make no sense.
I knew this was over.
You come in after a game against New Orleans and you throw 7 interceptions in one game.
Right before the game's over, we know this thing's done.
And that'll carry
Unbelievable. It's going to be happy faces in that locker room for Carolina. Look at the stats.
Obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
Look at the stats.
If you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided
How you score 3 touchdowns and threw 7 interceptions?
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything.
Here's Jackson.
Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
He will fire. And another interception. The 8th time. Oh my gosh. Give that guy a manual. What are you doing? How many times do you gotta throw the ball deep? Just stop doing it. Just stop throwing the ball deep. It's not working.
This type of a bad spot. They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. Chargers, y'all better be watching this. That is 8 interceptions he has thrown. Anderson on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And not totally
this
free
is
yet,
unbelievable. 8 interceptions. And look at this. Wide open receiver.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Newton's gonna
1st and 10. Oh, Newton is sacked.
Finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So we got a final alert. Chiefs defeating the Broncos in a shutout, 21-0.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton.
Newton, he's sacked again.
And down he goes again. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on,
that don't really matter, because the Ravens are getting shellacked. They're getting shellacked because they cannot stop Cam Newton.
It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th.
But it's still a 4th down, though. So
back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Newton have no choice but to go for it. And the pass is caught.
Touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Carolina's gonna definitely win this one, folks. So just count this one in the win books.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
And McCaffrey will get it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is madness.
I gotta tell you, the Ravens did absolutely nothing in this 2nd half. Like literally, they only scored a touchdown, and then they just couldn't do anything else.
The virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Gano out to kick this one away.
And Young will not return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this is gonna be the last play of the game. So the Carolina Panthers are gonna beat the Ravens here. They're gonna go to 5-2 as Jackson throws deep, and Brown makes the grab, and that's it.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
The player of the game is Cam Newton.
It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the
year. 5-2.
They'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out.
This do not make any sense. So guys, put in the comment section if the Ravens are going to be in the 8th seed in the playoffs or the Chargers. Because they're both playing absolute terrible. Like, seriously. The Ravens just came into Carolina and just got shellacked. Just got absolutely shellacked. Like, they just literally... They literally just let Sean Stoudemire get dang on 6 interceptions in one game. 6 interceptions in one game. That do not make any sense. Anyways, guys, if you are ready for the next episode here in week 8, it is the Los Angeles Rams, who come off a tie game against San Francisco, who are taking on the Packers, who are on the bye week, I believe. Let's see what they did. Yeah, the Packers coming off their bye week. They're looking to get a W on the road in LA before they head back on the road to New England against the Patriots, then head home against Miami, then have another user game with Seattle. So guys, if you are ready for the next episode, hit that like button, make it splash on that like button. Wow.